Hey, everybody. Welcome to FunkyBrims Live. Sarah is trying to measure herself tonight.
Sorry, I'm really far down here. Hello.
We should adjust that just a little bit.
I know. I'm Sarah with Funkify.
And Chris with FunkyBrims.
And I might have messed up your camera. Look, now we're up here. Oh, no. Okay.
There we go.
This is why we don't touch things.
Technical difficulties. We don't touch things.
Yes.
So we'll wait for everybody to get on. Yep. We got Colin and Jenna from Hales on with us tonight.
I'm Jenna.
Drop that everybody's been talking about a lot this week. So
I'll go share.
Yep. So Sarah, go share here. She'll be jumping on later.
Yep,
so hello, Johnny, Patrick, Wharton, everybody jumping on. So again, we are FunkyBrims from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Sister store Funkified that Sarah mentioned right there as well. Hales is down in Louisville, Texas. And you can order everything we're going to talk about on the live tonight, which is largely going to be this Fight the Stigma flannel. But we do have a couple of other new things to show as well. There's FunkyBrims.com. There's a button that says live. There's also should be a big banner that says current drop. That's where everything will be later when everything goes live. There's a QR code in one of these two corners, depending on where you're at, that corner way over there. That's over Colin, or the one above me. That'll take you to everything from the live. And then we also posted it in the first comment that should have been up there at the top. So excited to have everybody here tonight. We do have a discount code for everything else other than the Hales collabs or the Boston Scally, which is Live15, LIVE15, which will give you 15% off all of those. And hello, Ricardo, Mark, Craig, Gino, Kevin, bunch of people jumping on. Appreciate that. There'll be more coming on, so we'll kind of go through this a little bit. But again, this is Fight the Stigma, talking about mental health with this particular drop. And so I'll throw it and also let Colin and Jenna say hey for a minute.
Hey guys, Jenna Hale from Hale Speed Shop Clothing.
Colin, I'm sharing it on the groups real quick.
Colin, I jokingly call him my brother because a whole bunch of people think he's my husband, but he's really more of a brother. This is my brother, Colin. We've actually known each other since I was 18 and he was about 19. Him and Nathan grew up together, so we were super close and have been all of these years, and especially working side by side for the last 5.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. All kinds of friends coming on.
All kinds of people coming on tonight. So, why don't you talk for a second, Colin, about, or Jenna, whoever it was, the kind of inspiration. I mean, we've kind of gone through on some of these before the planning cycle. So I know this one's been in the planning for a long time now. But why don't you kind of talk about, when it started and what you were thinking and how you came up with the exact colors and all that?
I'm going to start and then I'm going to let him finish. So all of you know, or most of you know, we did a flannel called the You Matter almost 2 years ago now. In the fall, it will be 2 years. Everybody kept asking us for another You Matter. Well, if you've known us long enough, you've seen that we don't repeat a theme. We don't repeat all of the things that can be done. It's very easy to repeat and it's very hard to keep going forward. Mm-hmm. And we like the challenge of keeping going forward. So instead of picking the same exact cause, we did that during Suicide Awareness Month. We decided to go mental health. And so that we were just brainstorming one day and then the designer came in.
Yep. So basically with the mental health awareness flannel, kind of like Jenna said, the suicide awareness, everybody was asking us to re-release it, remake it, all that good stuff. We don't ever do that. It's limited. Once it sells out, it's gone for good. So really just kind of digging into mental health awareness, learning about it, learning about the month of May when it's honored. The ribbon color is Kelly Green. Which, whenever it came to the flannel design, I immediately thought, Kelly Green, we can do a little better than that. So, the black base, and it's got a few different greens in it, giving it a sort of a neon look. The Fight the Stigma was something that I kept seeing over and over again as I was doing my research to do this flannel. So that's where the name came from. I thought, I've seen it mentioned a number of times. We'll just call it the Fight the Stigma flannel. And then one thing, if people notice, that ties it directly to the You Matter is it's very close to the same pattern, On the You Matter flannel, whenever it comes to a pattern, there's warp and weft. Pattern goes up and down and side to side. On the You Matter, the up and down and the side to side are slightly different. On this one, the up and down and side to side are the same, but it is taken directly, same exact pattern directly, essentially from the You Matter flannel to tie them both together.
So they're the same pattern, but two different causes, two different meanings that are so powerful to so many of us that we don't realize that so many people are struggling.
Let me grab the flannel real quick. I just want everybody to know as well, whenever it comes to doing anything like an awareness flannel, whenever we did breast cancer, whenever we did the You Matter, we want people to know that the brand Hales is sort of the last thing. We always put the cause, the theme of the flannel, whenever it comes to something like that, we put it above the brand. So you'll notice on this one, if you look at the tag on the inside, instead of it having the usual Hales up top and then the theme below it, we put the theme right up top. We put the Fight the Stigma with the green mental health awareness ribbon, the wreath around it. Chris, same, he's got the Hales, and then on his hats, he's got the FunkyBrims, there at the bottom. So we make sure that the theme comes before the brand. And we even did that on the snapback hat. You guys will see that one has a puff embroidered ribbon with the wreath on the front, no Hales on the front. We put the Hales behind the left ear on a small little tag. Once again, we want the theme and all that to shine through over everything else.
Yeah. And so there is a portion of all the sales, both from Hales and from FunkyBrims, that's going to go to an organization. And we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. All right, we can go ahead and talk about it now if you want to. Go ahead, Jenna. You're ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
So if you order directly from us, you're going to get this little postcard that we made this week. And this is showing you the organization that we're donating to. And I'm going to let Colin speak a little bit about their organization.
Yeah, so the organization is actually local to us. We reached out to a few organizations and had some talks with them, but honestly, this one hit close to home. We actually had a customer of ours that came into the retail store, and as we were sitting there sort of talking about trying to find an organization, he's a fireman, and he was explaining to us he sort of battled some mental health issues a couple of years ago. And he found this organization and just really said it was a stand-up group of guys, told us about it. And literally right then and there, he gave me the founder's cell phone number. So I was able to give him a call. He answered, told him to tell me a little about the organization. And, honestly, one phone call and we were pretty set on that organization being the one. But it's called Therapeutic Recreation Group, or TRG for the acronym.
They're about 10 minutes away from us in Flower Mound. It's the next town over.
And their focus is mental health awareness whenever it comes to retired military, whenever it comes to first responders, stuff of that nature, guys, women like that. But Therapeutic Recreation Group, they if you're struggling, they get a bunch of guys together. People donate to the group, so it covers the cost, but it's anything outdoors. They get these guys outside, they socialize them. They go on hunting trips, fishing trips, hiking, camping. If they go on a fishing trip, they provide transportation. They provide rods, reels, bait, all this stuff, to where they're not out of pocket. I think on average, he said it's about $1,500 per individual that goes, is what it takes to be able to put this together. They try to do they're up to about 7 to 8 now trips a year. We're hoping to send a few guys on this one, but yeah, they just get guys together to go out. If you're struggling, they go out, they enjoy a fishing trip. They talk, talk through issues, they fight the stigma together. They're out there, they're talking, they're sharing feelings, they're sharing struggles, stuff like that. The good thing about it is whenever you go on a trip like that, you know, a lot of these individuals towards the end of the trip exchange cell phone numbers, and all of a sudden, you know, you have a community, you got a brotherhood, you got guys' cell phone numbers that now, you know, next time you're struggling or having any sort of thoughts or anything like that, I mean, you can make a phone call, you can text, maybe you go meet them up for a drink, a beer, you know, or something like that. So we love the organization. It's founded by a retired Marine. So that's another good thing is the organization that's solely based on, you know, retired and first responders is, you know, founded by, you know, retired military. So they know what to look for, and they're very educated on, you know, how to talk, what to say, and all that good stuff. So,
and the customer told us that he still uses the skills from 2 years ago when he went on a retreat with them.
Yeah.
That he learned that week.
Yeah.
And he had tears in his eyes when he was sharing his story with us, and it was phenomenal. And we hope that we can help a few more, you know, individuals by giving back to their foundation.
Yeah. So a lot of the proceeds from this drop from, you know, initially we were just going to do the flannel. But as this has grown, the direct messages, the emails that Jenna and I have both received, Chris, you're on the receiving end of that as well.
Oh, yeah.
We decided that we're actually going to donate from the whole collection, you know, banners, T-shirts, hats, everything. We're going to donate a good amount of the proceeds back to, you know, TRG and try to help as many as we can. And then, you know, Chris and I talked earlier this week, and, you know, we had a conversation about this foundation, and I think it struck him very much so to where I think, aren't you going to donate?
We're doing the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think, and I think that's, you know, it's a great organization. Very impressed with what they do. We did want to, you know, take a quick second and acknowledge, you know, there's a lot of aspects when you just talk about, you know, mental health and, you know, getting help. You know, there's so many things that means, whether it's, you know, somebody with PTSD, somebody who was a first responder, military, etc., or, you know, somebody that's, you know, never been in any of that and is just dealing with, you know, mental illness or depression, suicidal thoughts, any of that sort of stuff. Get help, and just sometimes just to make yourself better. I mean, you know, getting to therapists where you can talk safely, and you know, removing that stigma of, you know, this person needs help, they, you know, had to do this, and encouraging people to go get the help when they need it is, you know, a lot of the stories, and I know a lot of people messaged me this week that with very personal stories, and you know, a lot of people have dealt. You know, this touches everybody, whether they realize it or not. You know, somebody in their family, somebody, you know, either, you know, is going through things and needs help, or, you know, is getting help or needs help. And so, anyway, just wanted to. This is a very, you know, you know, personal for a lot of people, and it's one I've been looking forward to. And but I'll also just say, you know, without all that, it's also a great looking pattern and shirt and all that kind of stuff as well. And so. Got a bunch of people on here. Let me talk, you know, for a second about our hats. You guys see the flannel here? He showed it, you know, and there's the snapback hat that Hales is putting out, and we have a few of those as well. That is great looking as well. And I don't know, I didn't actually grab one of those before I got here, but if Colin has one, he can show that in a minute. But let's talk through the collaboration caps real quick, and I also want to go through and make sure that we're really clear on the pins. So. First thing we have is the patchwork newsboy, and this is a green linen on the front. You know, I think in some of the pictures it really came out a little bit washed and looking almost tan, but that's definitely a green linen. We got some of the flannel there, some more of the linen, and then following it up with black in the back and on the brim. So this is the patchwork newsboy. It's $84. Sarah, if she wants to come over, we did a ladies version of this one as well, which is going to be $80. So it's got the same pattern in top, same color scheme. It's just kind of in those of you who have been with us for a while kind of know the women's shape that she likes, and
that does that.
But it should, yeah. But also
so you have
this.
to pull it down,
right? Unless you're just going for that chef hat look.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good chef hat, right?
Yep.
That's just me making dinner for my family.
Right.
Nope.
There you go. A couple of different ways to wear that. And so this one is going to come with this pin right here. This is one. This was kind of the second pin we did. And I'll, give Sarah credit for saying, hey, that was a great little image, that was a part of the tag art there. And so we decided to make 2 pins. I learned the hard way from the Villa Margarita not to make one, the free one with all the caps, and to kind of spread it out a little bit. So there's a couple of styles that are getting this one and a couple of styles are getting the other one. But this is, sort of the safety umbrella pin. And that one does come with the newsboy, both this version and the ladies version. And then we also have a same sort of thing, green linen flat cap, which kind of really plays off one of the lighter colors in here. But this one, same shape as normal. That will also come with the same, very same pin, the umbrella one that we talked about. So flat cap, black brim in front. Again, sort of, very thin. It's the summer one. As Colin talked about the tag earlier, we got that inside there, got the flannel underneath there. So that's the green flat cap. And then switching gears a little bit, the 2 that are all flannel, we'll get the other pin. But both the pins are available. So if you want both pins, whichever one comes with the cap you're getting, or if you're just getting shirts, buy both of them. But both the pins are out there as well. And we've got plenty of both of those. So this is the flannel flat cap, black brim, sort of the typical one that we do a lot of times. And then I really like this pattern enough. It's one of my favorite ones, really is. I really like the way this one came out. Again, especially like with a T-shirt or something like that. This may be too much for some people, not too much for some people. But with the
It's not enough. I want more.
The green T-shirts, that sort of thing, or black ones. This is a great cap for those. They did a great job over in Italy making those patterns match up and look all good and all that kind of stuff. But and this one is going to be the flannel newsboy is 80. The flannel flat is 74. The green flat is 78. And so the other pin is this one right here. So it says "Fight the Stigma." Has the green ribbon there.
How much are the pins individually?
The pins individually are $12 each. And so that is the collaboration caps for this week.
Woot woot.
Woot, yes. And I'll say this is the biggest order we've ever done.
Same.
Fix that, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Order of flannels we've ever had.
Yep.
Biggest order of flannels. So yeah,
Yep.
That's one thing that people, we get people that constantly tell us, to add more flannels. We've gone over that time and time again, but just another bit to divulge here. Our wholesale program is all based on a pre-order status. We send out order forms 5 to 6 months in advance for these dealerships to go, yes, I want that one. This is how many. There's a minimum. There's a maximum, Some of the dealerships skip. Some of them don't. But this flannel right here, the Fight the Stigma, really hit home for everybody. So there was a ton of wholesale accounts that got it as well. But you do have to understand that we still have to front the money on that. They don't pay whenever they submit the order form. We go into production and front all the cost. And that sometimes, depending on the wholesale orders, it could be a significant amount. So money-wise.
Yeah. So if you guys miss it on our website tonight or on Chris and Sarah's website tonight, there will be a post made at some point this evening with the other 18 dealers that did receive this shirt. So
some don't have a
And
website.
some
Some
don't
do
have
have
a
a website. Some don't have a website. If the ones that don't have a website, a lot of them will be closed to where, tomorrow morning you'll have to look up and see when they open. Some open at 9, some open at 10. But I can tell you from talking to some of the dealers, whenever we do sell out, they say that they're literally unlocking their door, hearing their phones ring off the hook. So you'll have to be on it in the morning. But we hope we were able to get enough on this one. Chris, I know you got more on this one. We hope to provide more people with the opportunity to get flannels on this one. And with that said, the more flannels that we made on this one, we're going to be able to raise more money to give back to, the therapeutic recreation group as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I saw one question, is there just one flannel for this collaboration? Obviously one flannel shirt, but I think you're probably asking about the the caps are there. So we have the flannel flat and the flannel newsboy this time. And again, both of those will come with a pin. This one, and we did a pretty good order of pins this time as well. So the green ribbon is limited edition, numbered on the back to 300, and the safety umbrella is numbered on the back to 250. So between those two, 550 pins. So yeah, that's it. So a lot of questions coming in. We kind of jumped into this and started talking about it. I do want to remind everybody we will do a giveaway at the end.
Yes.
And so we'll give a
always great.
Yeah, a mystery trio. So it's about the comments. Keep the comments coming. Sarah will work the computer magic at the end and pick somebody, but each comment is an entry into the drawing for that, and we'll give a $100 mystery trio away at the end of caps.
And we will end early for the draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and that's the other thing. We're gonna end early. Both Colin and I, presumably Jenna and Sarah as well, agree. I just don't trust the automated. I'm gonna set this to go live at this time. So, we're all sitting there, manually doing it at the time. So to say, right. Or why did the pin show up, 30 seconds before this hat did? Because I'm literally sitting there like moving it, changing it to active, hitting save, waiting for it to save, then going to the next one. And it's just that way you don't have any mistakes or anything like that. So,
For sure.
Everybody's ready. Yeah, this is, I don't know, again, I would say this is probably the most active discussions, most comments, most, messages to me about this one. I mean, I think this is going to be a really big drop. And, kind of teased that last week that, this is probably my new favorite flannel. Again, with the theme, but even without the theme, everybody knows I kind of like my greens a little bit. I really like this one.
Got a text as soon as you got these in the mail. You said, "Oh, you guys made my new favorite shirt."
We did. That's right. That's exactly what I texted.
And I've heard about it ever since.
I'm sure. Sometimes we have to sit on the flannels while you're waiting on caps or vice versa. And it's so crazy that these ones all came together super fast for us, which is amazing. And somebody was watching above from us to make sure all of this happened at the beginning of May. And we know other people are waiting on some of the things we had at the hangout. They're coming, I promise. What Colin and I are wearing tonight, we actually did that just for you guys because we had messages today of what sneak peeks are you going to give. So, we're in some sneak peeks tonight just for you as well. And we're not going to comment when they're coming, but everything we have, even after the Fight the Stigma. Fight the Stigma is perfect, but we got a lot of fun, lighthearted things headed your way.
And Chris,
that cruiser that Jenna's wearing.
I know, I'm dying.
There's, rest assured, we did a fun cap to go with that. So we didn't miss that opportunity.
Well, and these are our new blue collar short sleeve that's thinner material. And I think if memory serves correctly, you're going to roll in because these for us aren't limited edition. These, we replenish. They still come with custom label and all that stuff in them, but we do replenish them because they are blue collar. We want you to get out there, get dirty in them. I mean, they're nice shirts, but feel free if you spill coffee on it, you get a little grease on it. I mean, they're going to be on the website. If they're not in stock, we're going to re-up on them. We're going to keep introducing new colors in the long sleeves. These will be our short sleeves, hopefully this summer. But Chris and I were talking, and I think, aren't you going to be doing some hats that coordinate with the short sleeves that you'll possibly restock as well?
Yep. No, those will be evergreen for us as well. And so we've already got those coming pretty soon in the first two colors, which is, I think that red wasn't one of the first two colors, but it'll be
no.
The second two colors.
This is one of my new favorite ones actually, because it's I wanted to find a red that wasn't fire engine bright red. I thought, that's going to be too much for me. And I didn't want blood red. I didn't want maroon. Not saying that we wouldn't do a maroon in the future, but, I needed to find a red that just hit just right. And I came across this cardinal color and I thought, man, that's it. That's perfect. So it's really a gorgeous shirt in person.
Yeah. And when he says it came in today, he's talking about his sample, I believe, not all of them.
Sample number 1.
Yeah. This is the
chill out.
Yeah. I always get the first one.
I can see where that was going. So I want to make sure people realize it's just the first one. And once he approves it, there's still some other steps along the
Yeah,
way,
there's still
including
a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
including shipping a bunch of fabric to Italy to have made into caps too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey Sarah,
Yeah.
I saw several people ask to see the T-shirt.
Oh.
Can you hand me the tag from the flannel right there too? And
This?
I can, yeah.
This
So
is sticker.
yeah.
No,
So
very prepared. It has been a really busy week again for us.
Yeah, and our
Yeah.
photographer,
I
all
think
the
I'm too
stuff
short.
from
we'll kind of so Sarah there's kind of got the T-shirt. So it's on a dark forest green.
Can you see it?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can. And so we kind of got the idea there. I was just going to show the hang tag, same art. And so
About like holographic.
the shirt's not holographic like that. That would be kind of cool, but you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like,
Awesome.
from that. Yeah.
It's got basically the graphic for it is a silhouette of an individual holding an umbrella, rain pouring down. You can see the green ribbon on his chest, and he's sort of protecting a flower that's sprouting up as a wreath grows around it. I love the saying underneath "Fight the Stigma." No story should end too soon. That definitely hits really close to home for a lot of us, and that saying being there, we thought it would be good for the underbill of the hat as well. So even on the underbill of the baseball style cap, whenever you flip it up, it says that same "No story should end too soon."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the T-shirt's nice. I think it's I always tend to like the darker colors. So that's a really pretty green, and so yeah, you're right. It's not quite the Kelly green, but it's got plenty of green. So those of you who love the greens, you could wear this one in March too, for sure. But it means a whole lot more than that as well. So let me kind of talk for just a second. We'll go back through that. I know a lot of new people have joined. Numbers kind of go up and down. New people are coming in and out. So we will go back through these caps and talk about it again here in just a little bit. But we do have one other new one tonight that I wanted to show. If I can get the lighting right on this. We did the linen Shelby in sky blue last week, which is this one. Really nice, thin material. Going to be all linen from Hologram, made in Italy, etc. $64. The Live 15 will work for this one. And the new one this week is going to be this sand beige. I can get you a better, get it under the little cover there. That's a pretty good look at it. It is a little bit darker than it's probably coming out looking right now as the lighting, but it is beige. And so this is the same thing again, going to be really kind of thin inside, that sort of thing, and nice summer cap. Second one in the series of this linen Shelby that we are dropping. And I know I got a lot of comments last week that we didn't do a cap of the week, and so I apologize.
You failed us all.
I failed on the cap of the week last week, and so this week we got 3 of them, all of them together.
We'll make it up for you guys.
Yeah.
The coastline. So we got the coastline in 3 different colors. These are normally $58. They are down to $46. Still, that code will work on it as well. So that's going to be another, $7 to $8 off of it as well. So you're talking about under $40 at this point. All the prices that I'm quoting is shipping included. So they've got this one in green, and you can kind of see again the lines match up really nicely. It's kind of lighter green. Probably works pretty well with what I have on. If I wanted, a different option in it, and then we also have it in a plum purple, which is almost a burgundy as well, somewhere in that family. Same kind of look there, and then also have it in a navy blue. So cap of the week this week, made it a good one. $58 down to $46, and then again the code will work on those. And I'll run back through real quick here the caps that are on the collaboration. This one is.
And if they want to go ahead
and
I was just going to say, if they want to go ahead and order these, they can.
Yeah, all of these you can go ahead and order. Everything but the collaboration, the Hales, the Fight the Stigma collaboration are not live. Those will be going live at 8 o'clock, right at 30 minutes from now.
We'll ship them together.
But we'll ship them together. If you're putting more than one order in, whatever. If there's something else you want, go ahead and order it now. No one will see slowed down when it's drop time. Somebody's making fun of
I
my.
hear it.
I saw
Andrew.
that, Andrew Teeple.
If I can feel it in my plans, if you will.
Yeah, Colin and Jenna have missed. I guess I say the phrase "if you will" way too often on these, and somebody was nice enough to make some hat pins that just said "if you will," and so
That's awesome. If you will.
yeah.
I
And,
like how you answer the phone. This is Chris.
Yes, I know. Isn't
as
that
if
weird?
you don't know who you're calling.
Right.
Yeah.
I love it. That's my favorite is when I call him. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, Jenna.
That's funny. They're the things you do that you don't even think about.
Yeah. No, I love it. It makes me smile every time.
Well, good. You see, you got to bring some smiles into the world. So,
Yeah.
wherever I was, the green flat, and again, I had a lot of people kind of comment calling it tan. This is a pretty good look at the picture. I don't know how it looks on yours, but it's a lighter green. If you really kind of zoom in on it, you'll see that there's tan underneath and green on top. So it's got kind of both colors if you're looking real close. When you get back, I mean, it can certainly, it's sort of in that family. Tans and greens can sort of start running together, and it's kind of right there, but it works pretty well with this one. So that is the green flat cap. We also have the green newsboy, or the patchwork newsboy, which comes in a ladies version as well, which Sarah showed earlier. All of those with the green or the patchwork is going to come with this, which is that same umbrella we were looking at earlier. If you're getting one of the other caps or just getting shirts, whatever it is, and want these pins, these are available as well on the FunkyBrims website, the umbrella protection. And then the other two caps are all flannel. We have the flannel flat cap, which will come with this pin. It says "Fight the Stigma" with the ribbon in it. And so this comes in the flat cap version.
Do you remember how much the hats are?
Yeah, I'll go through that in just a second. I should have been saying it along. The flannel flat is going to be $74. The flannel newsboy, which I have on right now, is going to be $80. The ladies version of the patchwork is $80 as well. And then the patchwork newsboy is $84, and the green flat is going to be $78. Again, pins included at all those prices, shipping included at all those prices. The pins are available separately as well for $12. So yeah.
And the drop is at 8 p.m.
Drop is at 8 p.m. Central Time, 28 minutes.
28 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's any questions. That's kind of what we had to show tonight. I got more caps sitting here, but we don't need to go through them all unless it just gets too quiet
And awkward.
and awkward.
I saw one question that I'll answer. Tonight is a flannel only. So what Chris has on, show your sleeves, Chris. He's in a whole flannel. He's not in a short sleeve cruiser. So this drop is flannel only. We've never done a drop that has both short and long. Maybe in the future, but no plans right now for that.
And this is men's, women's, and youth. Remember, we got kiddos, and on our site we'll have the T-shirt, the ball caps. I think Chris, you got all of it, didn't you? Didn't you get the ball cap?
We have everything but the banners.
Yeah, the banners. The banners always stay exclusive to us. That's one thing that we just have just really harped on over the years. We like our banners. We like to keep them exclusive. So I know, Chris, you had some banners that we collaborated on for what was it, the grand opening event? Are those
for
still
our grand opening? And then of course we had we had two different versions. We each did a version for the Shelby Code drop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and if we end up doing another exclusive in the future, Sarah, if you can hear me.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, if we do another exclusive in the future, I guess we'll have to work up 2 more banners. But you guys came to the Hard Knock Hangout. We might have had a good conversation and finalized some ideas, huh?
Yeah, one of them with Sarah's color schemes and Colin's talent in putting them together. That might be a fun flannel.
It could be. We'll see.
I finally got to see what y'all were creating back there, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Never thought.
I never
think
saw it. I was everywhere running all the places.
We got so busy that even the following week we got so busy that I think it was this week or something.
Monday,
I said, "Oh, this is what we came up with," and she was like, "Holy crap!"
Yes, this is Sarah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a big hint. So y'all get ready for that.
Oh
Can
yeah.
I show the ladies one real quick? I'm gonna go grab the trucker, the snapback hat real quick.
Ryan is asking if we have the 5XL on our site.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Not in t-shirts this time though.
Not in t-shirts, Ryan, just in the flannel.
Yes.
Right?
This
Yeah,
Yeah.
this tee only came
this
to
only came to 4.
4X almost.
Okay.
So, some of
Okay.
the colors on sizing, they've gotten better because initially it was 3X, I think 2X and 3X. Now they're up to 4X. A lot of the colors are coming in 5X, but yeah, some of the colors still come in just up to the 4X.
Okay, cool. Well, we got it, Ryan. We're ready for you.
Somebody said a disco ball flannel.
Oh.
Ooh.
Not the
Like
worst.
the
guys,
reading
but-
Sarah's mind.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, though, because what I had in my head with what y'all were talking and what y'all created, definitely 2 different things in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah, the flannel is not dipped in glitter, but it would be cool if it was.
But the photo might have had the inspirational photo might have had a big disco ball in it somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yep.
As there should be.
I saw a very interesting question just a second ago that I was going to answer real quick. Somebody asked if the composition of the material used to make in the caps is the same as the composition of the flannel. And the easy answer to that one is yes. So
Exactly.
literally, real quick, Colin's going to get the sample like he did. And at some point he's going to say, yes, I like this one, go for it. And so when they start running all of the fabric that they need to make however many shirts are ordered, they're going to run an extra 50 or 100 yards or whatever, meters. I don't know how they're actually doing it, but something like that. And package that up and ship it over to Italy to our hat maker. So it's literally the same material off the same line. Just this ended up going to the hat maker instead of going to be made into shirts. So yes, and
Whenever the-
it should be the exact same.
Yeah, whenever the cut and sew facility receives the material to start cutting and sewing the flannels, that's whenever Chris's manufacturer is shortly behind on getting the material to start cutting and sewing the hats. So they're both usually in production at the same time. Shirts are in production, bulk shirts are in production, bulk hats are in production.
Yep. So if the flannel or the pattern that week happens to be a cruiser, it's going to be thinner material than when it's a flannel, and so the same will be with the hats. It's literally going to match whatever it is, which kind of works out nice because in general, we're going to make more. We're going to put it together in more of a summer pattern if it's going to be the thinner material. So the hat this week, you want to talk about that just for a second? This is the snapback this week. And
Yeah. So basically, if you look at the hat there, like I said, on the front, there is no branding. It just has the mental health awareness Kelly Green ribbon that is actually done in a 3D puff embroider. So it actually sticks out from the hat. The wreath is flat on the hat and that brighter green color. But like I said, we left the branding off the front to put the theme, mental health awareness first. The branding is right there behind the ear on a leather patch, nice green Hales to coordinate. And then the underbill, nicely printed on the underbill, is, like I said, you'll see the same saying that you'll find on the back of the T-shirt, that no story should end too soon. Just a constant, if you look up and read that, constant reminder.
That is so cool.
I think it's really neat. Some of the stories I've heard about the people wearing the You Matter. I actually had a friend share her story this week. She's a girl that likes to wear a men's small. So she wears it almost as a hoodie or a coat, if you will, when she's cold at her doctor's appointment, if you will. And she said, I love it because people will ask me about it. And then I get to all of a sudden talk about mental health awareness or suicide awareness and all of this. Blah, blah, blah. And over the years, she's actually been able to help people just by wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
And I think that is really, really cool. And it's such a testament to the bright colors that Colin always creates and the patterns. And I feel like this shirt or even this hat will be able to do the same. Somebody's just walking down the street and they see that green ribbon. It's going to spark up a conversation somewhere. They're wearing one of your caps, Chris, and whoa, where'd that green come from? It's going to spark a conversation. So for those of our customers, our family that we call the Hales family, the Funky family, don't be afraid to have those conversations with people, because you never know, whether it's a stranger you just met or someone you've known for 20 years, of what's really going on behind closed doors and who's really struggling. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to end there because I've got tears about to come out. But just remember that.
Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, and I appreciate somebody else saying "if you will." I mean, it flows sometimes. So, you know.
I got you, Chris, and I do answer the phone. This is Jenna.
It makes more sense now, because whenever you were down for the hangout, I think we were sitting there talking about that flannel, and I said something, "if you will," and Sarah looked at you and goes, "if you will," and I didn't know what you guys were talking about. Now I'm connecting the dots.
Yeah, it's almost we've talked about turning it into a drinking game for everybody at home. You know, like every time.
Oh man, don't say
Take a shot.
We'll end it with a bunch of "if you wills."
Yeah.
Yeah. As we get close to the drop here, if you will.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So yeah.
All right, we're
a lot of
getting
people
close.
talking about
Yeah.
Jenna's cruiser. I think people are going to be pretty excited about that one. And
We're super excited. So this will be our second women's cruiser. So the Enigma was our first women's cruiser that you guys sold us out of pretty much instantly. So we went ahead. We had already ordered this one in women's sizing. We're not sure which ones to do women's, which ones not to. We did go ahead and do a women's sizing in this cruiser as well. All I'm going to tell you is it's sometime in May. We haven't even taken the photos. Colin had the sample, and I just threw it on today. So the bulk is starting to roll in. So that means hopefully May-ish, beginning June, something like that. It's not going to be too far away.
Yeah,
and everybody
are on their way from Italy, somewhere in between here and Italy as well. So they should all kind of show up at the same time magically again.
Yeah,
and that's usually what happens, and we just absolutely love when that
and if
happens.
you look at the cruiser, I'm proud of it. It you know, every time that I start to sit down and design next year's layout, my challenge initially is to try to do something that is different, something that we haven't done, something that you haven't seen. You know, before we get into themes or anything like that, I just try to create some different stuff, and that's one that I came up with the navy blue, and it's sort of got a turquoisey teal color, and it's got some
it's kind of orange, but not orange.
Yeah, kind of a sunset orange and a little bit of burnt orange in it, and totally unique pattern to that cruiser. Never done it before.
The artwork is some of my favorite, and that's why
Artwork's
I said we
fun.
got lighthearted stuff coming your way. The artwork on this is the most lighthearted, will make you smile instantly piece of art. And by the way, your son is going to my house. He wanted you to know.
Okay.
and the pen as well. The pen will have a different look than anything we've ever done before, but Sarah really liked it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Sarah, did you do a women's cap in this one?
I am pretty sure she did.
I think so.
Okay, I was thinking so.
Yeah.
Because I might
think so.
Even head for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what ones we do, and then they come in, and it's a total surprise.
Same.
Yeah.
All right. So we got about, I think we cut it off here to about 2 minutes. Again, I'll run through it real quick while Sarah's doing the magic of the pick of the winner. And so we have the Patchwork Newsboy and the green flat, which will come with the umbrella pen. And then we have the two flannel ones as well, which will come with the ribbon pin. And that one is this one. And so let's go. Let's pick a winner all right. Let's see.
Winner.
Winner.
Hang on, taking a second. Winner is Patrick Paradine. Congratulations, Patrick, on being the winner. So just give us an email at info@funkybrims.com, and they let us know what you want. If we need to send you links to know the collection to look from and all that stuff, we can handle all of that. But we got some work to do. Colin and Jenna and Sarah and I got to get ready.
I'm going to just put one more plug in before we leave. In our group, I will be having 2 contests, probably post sometime tomorrow, for our next drop. One is going to be a fun one to who can find a situation in the artwork. You'll explain later. In our group,
I'll wordsmith up a post to see.
And the second one will be our coloring contest. And our contests aren't contests. It doesn't matter how well or who colors it. It's just about the participation. Everybody gets to participate. And
no photocopy pages. Order a coloring book and color in the coloring book.
So we're gonna have two little things happening.
No cheating.
Over the weekend as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So congratulations again, Patrick. Message us, email us, info@funkybrims.com. And
remember, for our website, we have, if you go to funkybrims.com, you can click on the button that says current drop. Just keep refreshing that page. That's where everything is going to go live. So you're not having to go through 20 pages to get there. I got smart. It's there. It is for you. You can be ready. Yes. Current drop. Get ready.
And we just want to say thank you, because you guys all supporting this cause is going directly back to humans that need support. And we appreciate you all so much.
Yay. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Get
you.
ready. 8
All right.
p.m.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.